Hi guys, it's Coach Angie. So just a little story time. I want to just come on here and tell you how I got started being a beauty business coach. And way before I was a beauty business coach, um, I worked in corporate America. I worked in corporate America as an educator. I taught college level classes for a uh, for a school, college level for a school, for over 10 years. So when I learned after probably the ninth year that the school was closing, I became, kind of an essential worker. So I was the last one to go because I taught and I also did administrative work. So I was kind of one of the last ones to go. So in the midst of that transition, I had to come up with Plan B. So Plan B to me at that time was not to get another job, even though I had a lot of offers for other jobs. I did not want to go back to work. I looked at that as a way to get away from the 9 to 5. So I took that opportunity, and I took that opportunity or that leap into entrepreneurship. And I did it. I thought the easiest way at that time for me was joining a multi-level marketing company in health and wellness. And in the midst of me joining that or being a part of that health and wellness multi-level marketing, which I made buku money because I have the ability to lead. And then if I didn't, they could teach you. They had all the advertising was there. That's why I chose MLM first. In the midst of that, I came across an opportunity also in multi-level marketing, but it was for hair extensions. Now, I'm old school. I used to go to the hairdresser every 2 weeks and get my hair done, get my hair permed up, get my hair done every 2 weeks. I got daughters. Every 2 weeks, we was getting our hair done. Well, one of my daughters brought to my attention about hair extensions. Right. And at this point in time, I'm like, you want me to pay how much money to put some hair extensions, to pay for hair extensions? I'm paying $30 to $40 to send you to the hairdresser every 2 weeks. But now you want me to pay $300 to put some hair in your head, and you still got to get it done every 2 weeks. Or you have to maintenance it at least, right? So that was insane to me. Like, I'm not paying all that money for no hair. So you know what, teenagers, us parents, we got to kind of stay open. So we went to the hair store, and when I walked in the hair store, I was overwhelmed at how many options you had to pick out hair and how much money you had to spend to pick out hair. And a light bulb went off. Like, you mean that people paying all this money for hair? And they were. I was behind the ball. So maybe a couple months later, this opportunity came with this MLM company, and they was like, "Oh, learn how to make $1 million with Brazilian." It was like, learn how to make $1 million with Brazilian. So I was like, learn how to make $1 million with Brazilian. And I had been in these hair stores looking for this, being economical, because I'm a single mom at this point, raising 3 kids. And I'm like, if I can make money off this hair, and then I can be able to afford to buy her some hair. And let me go back. I was working in corporate America, so I could definitely afford to buy her some hair. But I mean, did it make sense? Heck no. But when the opportunity came to make money, the light bulb went off. And I was like, oh, absolutely. After I've been in the hair store and I see how much they was charging, I knew how many times people was changing their hairstyles. I'm like, we can make some money. I got a good friend that was kind of training us on the what to buy, what not to buy. She even went into business with me at one point. I brought the idea to her. We made money without even touching hair, right? I knew nothing about hair. I'm from corporate America. I went to the hairdresser every 2 weeks. Let me remind you. I knew nothing about hair extensions, nothing. I knew not do my own hair. I still can't do my own hair. But listen, I knew that was money. I joined the opportunity, um, and I let the health and wellness go if I could focus on this hair, because that was making me the most money at that point. I had a team of over 500 people buying hair for me, and and the company closed. They closed. So people were still knocking on my door, calling me about hair. So I did all this money I had made. I took the time to again reinvent myself, because I already reinvented myself for my job. I took that time to reinvent myself, find me a vendor for hair extensions, and create a business. Right, so it was born. My extension U, my parent company, it was born. Right, we had hair extensions. I learned more about the hair extensions. I was closing a deficit, and even I was working so hard pushing this hair, like, and didn't think I was getting anywhere. And so one day I'm riding down the street to the hair store, and the hair store now didn't even open up. Well, they closed at like 9 at night. Now they was closing at like 6 or 7. So to me, I knew I was making a dent in my community with this hair, because you go to the hair store, you buy all this hair from Chinese people. They don't know nothing about hair. We buying all the hair, and none of us were selling it. So I wanted to solve a problem, and that's what I did. I closed the deficit. Like, I taught my people about hair extensions. I taught them about pricing. I taught them about gaining access to it. Okay, dominating in their community, right? And I built this empire, right? We made the money. Then we show people how we did it. And that's how you build business. You solve a problem, you do it, then you show people how you do it. So that's how I eventually got started. I built this beauty empire from knowing nothing. I know nothing about hair at this point. I built this beauty empire. I built the foundation of it, and then people wanted to know how we did it. So that's how I came into coaching. Now, mind you, my job as an educator, I'm also an administrative. I was doing career coaching, so it was already there. I coach for me. I coach for myself. I coach for something I'm more passionate about, and that's um, making people wealthy. And I use one thing that people use all the time: beauty products. And I got even more specific, and I did hair extensions, right? And I did it, and now I teach people that want to be in the beauty industry or are in the beauty industry how to build a reputable, wealthy beauty brand. That's what I do. And this is Coach Angie, and that's my story.